tragic death of actor Philip Seymour Hoffman, a performer who was known for his extraordinary...
Lots of questions this morning surrounding the death of actor Heath Ledger.
Did this work?
What if the spotlight that makes stars shine is the same force that destroys them? Hollywood hides a darker truth behind the red carpets and flashing cameras are broken. Childhood, secret addictions, and glittering lives collapsing in silence. These aren't movie plots. They're real stories of icons, crushed by the dream factory itself. In this video, we'll pull back the curtain to expose the shocking price of fame and reveal how the pursuit of stardom can turn into a nightmare you never expected. Before we dive in, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss the shocking stories we uncover next. Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger. No one was truly prepared for what he was about to unleash. Not Hollywood, not his fans, not even himself. Young, magnetic, and gifted with a rare emotional depth, Ledger didn't just play characters, he lived inside them. His career shifted forever in 2008 with The Dark Knight, where he transformed into the Joker, a villain unlike any seen before. His Joker was not a cartoonish foe, but a chilling force of chaos, unpredictable, disturbing, and hypnotic. Critics hailed it as one of the greatest performances in modern cinema. But behind the applause, Ledger was unraveling. Friends recalled that he had difficulty stepping away from the role. Insomnia plagued him, his diet suffered, and anxiety gnawed at him. To quiet his mind, he relied on a dangerous cocktail of prescription medications, sleeping pills, painkillers, anti-anxiety drugs. Each night became a gamble with his health. On January 22, 2008, New York City awoke to shocking news. Heath Ledger, only 28 years old, was found dead in his Soho apartment. The autopsy confirmed an accidental overdose of prescription drugs. Yet the question lingered: was it truly an accident? Or the inevitable result of an industry that pushes its brightest stars past their breaking point? Hollywood mourned a legend gone too soon? His death remains a haunting reminder that fame, while dazzling, can also be devastating, leaving even the most brilliant talents isolated with their demons. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman was never a conventional movie star. He didn't have the looks of a leading man, nor did he chase the spotlight. Yet, whenever he appeared on screen, time seemed to pause. His portrayal of Truman Capote earned him an Academy Award, and films like The Master Doubt and Magnolia showcased his unmatched ability to disappear into a role. Hoffman was a true chameleon, a master of his craft, admired for bringing raw authenticity to every character. But even the brightest talents carry private battles. From a young age, Hoffman struggled with addiction, a fight he managed to keep under control for more than 20 years of sobriety. For a time, he seemed to embody hope that recovery was possible. Then in 2012, cracks began to show. Relapses followed along with multiple attempts at treatment. Behind closed doors, far from cameras and accolades, he wrestled with a relentless struggle. On February 2 of 2014, the world learned the heartbreaking news: Hoffman had been discovered unresponsive in his New York apartment at just 46 years old. The details shocked many because he wasn't a reckless newcomer, nor a cautionary tale of sudden fame. He was a respected veteran, a father of 3, and a beloved colleague. His passing underscored a painful truth: addiction does not discriminate. It reaches beyond trophies, talent, or public admiration. Without help and lasting peace, even the strongest can be overwhelmed. Hollywood mourned deeply, and audiences still feel the absence of an artist whose work remains timeless. River Phoenix. River Phoenix had the face of an angel and the soul of a storm. He wasn't just Hollywood's next big star. He was the promise of a new generation. Compared to James Dean and praised for the quiet power of Stand By Me and the raw intensity of My Own Private Idaho, Phoenix didn't need to shout to move audiences. His presence was hypnotic, authentic, and unforgettable. But behind the brilliance was a darkness few could see. He grew up in a bohemian family where music, activism, and freedom shaped his childhood, but so did contradictions. In that world, drugs were not entirely hidden, creating a risky environment that shadowed him into adulthood. A child prodigy turned cultural icon, River carried wounds that neither fame nor applause could heal. On October 31, 1993, he went to the Viper Room, an exclusive Los Angeles club partly owned by Johnny Depp alongside his brother Joaquin and close friends. What was meant to be a night of celebration became a tragedy etched into Hollywood's memory. Outside on the sidewalk, River collapsed after taking a lethal mix of heroin and cocaine. Joaquin, then just 19, frantically called 911, but it was too late. River Phoenix, only 23 years old, was gone. The news shook the world. His passing was more than a loss. It was a warning about the relentless pressures of growing up under the spotlight, about the hidden battles with addiction behind the glamour, and about the cruel cost of brilliance. Today, River remains a haunting presence in Hollywood, a reminder of beauty interrupted, and a question that still lingers. Who protects the dreamers who give us hope? Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was the voice. She didn't just sing. She shook the world. With I Will Always Love You, she shattered records, mesmerized millions, and became an icon of unmatched grace, beauty, and power. On stage, she seemed untouchable, unforgettable. But behind the dazzling image, Whitney was already breaking inside. Her turbulent relationship with Bobby Brown marked the beginning of a downward spiral. Together, they fell into cycles of heavy drug and alcohol use. What began as passion turned toxic, fueled by excess fights and secrecy. The once flawless diva began to fade. Her golden voice faltered. Her live performances became erratic. And as tabloids mocked her struggles, she sank deeper into addiction. On February 11, 2012, the night before the Grammy Awards tragedy struck, Whitney was discovered unresponsive in the bathtub of her Beverly Hills hotel room at just 48 years old. The coroner later confirmed the cause: accidental drowning with cocaine, alcohol, and prescription medications contributing. The world was stunned. How could a woman with such brilliance, such light, end this way? The answer was painful. Her cries for help were drowned out by an industry that pushed her back on stage even as her spirit was unraveling. Today, Whitney Houston is more than a music legend. She remains a haunting reminder that fame cannot heal hidden wounds and that even the greatest talent is not enough to survive when the soul is left unheard. Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin was once the most recognizable child on the planet. With Home Alone, he became Hollywood's golden boy, a star whose charm seemed effortless. Every line, every mischievous look pulled audiences in. By the time most kids were playing in the backyard, Culkin was a global phenomenon long before he could fully understand what fame meant. But the fairy tale had a dark shadow: his family. His father, Kit Culkin, also served as his manager. Instead of nurturing him, he treated his son like a product, an investment, and a money-making machine. The pressure was relentless, and Macaulay's childhood was consumed by schedules and control. At just 14, drained and exhausted, he made the toughest choice to walk away from Hollywood. Without structure, he struggled. The press soon circulated images of him looking frail and withdrawn, sparking rumors of addiction. Culkin denied the worst stories, though he admitted experimenting with substances in his search to escape a life he hadn't chosen. His decline wasn't marked by explosive scandals, but by a slow, unsettling retreat into the shadows. While other children dreamed of being him, he often dreamed of disappearing. Today, Macaulay Culkin has found a measure of peace. He lives quietly away from the chaos of his youth. In 2021, he welcomed a son with actress Brenda Song. And in 2023, the couple became engaged, smiling again. Though never quite as he once did, he stands as a reminder that not every child star escapes unscarred. His story endures as a quiet but powerful warning about the hidden cost of early fame. Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin was once the most recognizable child on the planet. With Home Alone, he became Hollywood's golden boy, a star whose charm seemed effortless. Every line, every mischievous look pulled audiences in. By the time most kids were playing in the backyard, Culkin was a global phenomenon long before he could fully understand what fame meant. But the fairy tale had a dark shadow: his family. His father, Kit Culkin, also served as his manager. Instead of nurturing him, he treated his son like a product, an investment, and a money-making machine. The pressure was relentless, and Macaulay's childhood was consumed by schedules and control. At just 14, drained and exhausted, he made the toughest choice to walk away from Hollywood. Without structure, he struggled. The press soon circulated images of him looking frail and withdrawn, sparking rumors of addiction. Culkin denied the worst stories, though he admitted experimenting with substances in his search to escape a life he hadn't chosen. His decline wasn't marked by explosive scandals, but by a slow, unsettling retreat into the shadows. While other children dreamed of being him, he often dreamed of disappearing. Today, Macaulay Culkin has found a measure of peace. He lives quietly away from the chaos of his youth. In 2021, he welcomed a son with actress Brenda Song. And in 2023, the couple became engaged, smiling again. Though never quite as he once did, he stands as a reminder that not every child star escapes unscarred. His story endures as a quiet but powerful warning about the hidden cost of early fame. Charlie Sheen. For years, Charlie Sheen was television's king. With 2.5 Men, he became the highest-paid actor in the world. His humor, charisma, and irreverence were ratings gold. But the sarcastic, wild character audiences loved on screen wasn't an invention. It was Charlie himself. From a young age, Sheen embraced a reckless lifestyle, heavy partying, alcohol, drugs, escorts, and endless nights of excess. He wore the bad boy label proudly. Yet, while cameras celebrated him, his personal life was crumbling. Legal troubles, allegations of violent stints in rehab, everything spun out of control. By 2011, he hit bottom. Erratic interviews, bizarre catchphrases like Tiger Blood and winning, and unpredictable behavior led to his firing from the very show that made him a millionaire. Overnight, he went from beloved star to viral punchline. The harshest revelation came in 2015 when Sheen publicly confirmed he was living with HIV. He admitted he had hidden the diagnosis for years, fearing stigma and exposure. The announcement shocked the world and forced him to confront not only his health, but the emotional and financial wreckage left behind. Since then, Sheen has spoken openly about his struggles, sought treatment, and tried to rebuild his life. Today, he keeps a much lower profile, focusing on family health and sobriety. While his reputation remains overshadowed by past scandals, Charlie Sheen stands as a cautionary tale, an actor who wasn't destroyed by Hollywood, but by the demons he carried within, paying the price of fame in full view of the world. Then and now 2025. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.